This could be the next time we actually hear something about Grand Theft Auto 6. I'll be telling you when that is, where it's happening, and more, all in this video today. And the craziest part is, it might not even be coming directly from Rockstar Games, but rather someone that used to work at Rockstar Games. In fact, it's someone more than used to just work at Rockstar Games. It's Rockstar Games co-founder Dan Houser, who's actually doing an interview at Comic-Con. And this is extremely rare because not only do the Housers, even when they were at Rockstar, I should say Dan in particular, because Sam Houser is still there, not only did they rarely do interviews, but they even more or less rarely, if that's even a word, I don't even know how I just came up with that phrase. But anyways, they less frequently do recorded interviews that we get to watch and listen to. And that's what's happening here. So this is on IGN's website. Grand Theft Auto's Dan Houser to make his first on-camera interview appearance at LA Comic-Con 2025 with IGN. Goes on to say, Dan Houser, the co-founder of Rockstar Games and longtime head writer and creative director of the Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption series, will make his first on-camera interview appearance at Los Angeles Comic-Con. Houser will have an in-depth conversation with IGN senior executive editor Ryan McCaffrey about the legacy and impact of his past games and look forward to his newer projects in development at Absurd Ventures. The panel will be called In Conversation with Dan Houser, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and now American Capper, and it'll take place Saturday, September 27th, 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. Pacific Time at the South Hall at LA Comic-Con. And for those who can't make it, IGN will be live streaming the conversation and will also feature an exclusive glimpse into American Capper. So I think this could be one of the upcoming opportunities in which we hear some sort of comments or remarks on Grand Theft Auto 6, because even though Dan Houser left Rockstar Games a few years ago, he still probably has his fingerprints on Grand Theft Auto 6 in terms of maybe getting the idea for the story or where it's going to be located or how Rockstar wanted to develop it. And considering obviously Grand Theft Auto 6 is the biggest video game of all time, I think it would be foolish if IGN didn't ask him about it. So I believe that is a date and time we're going to have to circle on our calendars. Not only is it very rare to hear from the guys at Rockstar, Dan Houser in particular, but I also think this will be an opportunity where we hear from Dan Houser on GTA 6. What he tells us, I don't know, but it's super interesting to follow all the ex-Rockstar guys on social media, just giving their thoughts and opinions on how things are probably going, decisions that are likely being made behind closed doors, and maybe we'll get something like that here. So this is a date, again, I think we need to circle on our calendar. If you guys are going there in person, it would be super cool to be able to witness that. Maybe there'll be an opportunity to ask Dan questions or just have the ability to see what he has to say live in person. That would be neat as well. So again, I know that's happening on a Saturday. Not sure what you guys have going on that Saturday. It's about 10 days from now, and I think we're going to want to check that out, as we could hear something regarding GTA 6. Now, as far as when we'll likely hear from Rockstar Games next, outside of someone like Dan Houser, if I was a betting man, I would say probably mid to late October, possibly early November. And that's because in early November, we're going to expect Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, to have an earnings call. Last year, they did their earnings call on November 6th, 2024. So again, probably in that first week of November is when we can expect that call to happen. And again, traditionally in the past, Rockstar Games have done big info dumps and released new information right around those earnings calls, so it can be discussed freely on the call. And typically that's just what they've done in the past. They release information around those calls, and that would be the perfect time to again give us something like Trailer 3 or an update to the website. Who knows what they'll talk about next, but again, as far as Rockstar's official capacity for hearing something about GTA 6, that's more likely when we'll get something. But until then, I guess kind of expect the typical Rockstar Games updates that we've been getting over the last few months, like on Tuesdays, an alert for Red Dead Online, on Thursdays, an update for Grand Theft Auto Online. Like right now, they've got the Neighborhood Watch event going on, and they're also doing some stuff for Oktoberfest, which is kind of fun. It's not GTA 6 related, but that's what I would expect up until then. But anyways, let's move on. Today is also a rather significant day in Grand Theft Auto 6 history and something to look forward to. Let's start with the good news first. When I'm recording this video, it's September 18th, 2025. We are officially 250 days from Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing on May 26, 2026. We all just need to cross our fingers and hope that that is the final release date of the game. And hopefully in the coming weeks and months, Rockstar will confirm that by allowing us to pre-order the game, hopefully continuing other marketing materials like a third trailer, telling us the price of the game, possibly giving us different versions to own like a collector's or premium edition. We're 250 days away. Hopefully we don't have to reset that timer anytime in the near future. And on this day as well, 3 years ago on September 18th, 2022, that is when the massive Grand Theft Auto 6 leak happened, where 90 plus video clips were shared online as Rockstar had a massive network intrusion that they had to deal with. They put out this post to everyone on their newswire and on social media, confirming that the clips you saw were indeed real. They were early development gameplay footage of Grand Theft Auto 6, saying it happened because of an illegal network intrusion and that it wasn't going to impact their development. Now, we don't know if it did in the long run end up impacting the development of Grand Theft Auto 6. We've covered this story so many times. It just was one of the biggest leaks in the video game industry, and I think it definitely shaped Rockstar's future in terms of how they were going to navigate the whole work from home situation, how delicately they were going to treat possibly future GTA 6 announcements. It was a crazy day in the Rockstar Games GTA world. And remember, this was done by a 17-year-old hacker using a TV stick while he was on bail at a hotel. He caused $9.3 million in damage and was eventually given a life sentence in a hospital prison after admitting that he would do it again once released. The story is absolutely wild. Again, we've covered so much of that in the past, but that's what happened 3 years ago. It took a long time, obviously, for us to get to the resolution of, how much damage it caused and what was the prison sentence for the individual that did the hacking. But here we are 3 years later, and it seems like all of that is behind us, and it seems like hopefully Rockstar is ready to move forward, giving us more official news on the game and having it come out in 250 days, which would be amazing. I know that seems like a long time away, but hopefully Rockstar fills the remaining 6 months or so we have left with like a next generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2, an awesome mansions update in Grand Theft Auto Online. Hopefully it flies by a little quicker than we think it will. But anyways, that is all the information that I have got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.